We're going to talk about the VIX right now. It is tumbling up to 10% today, and the question is, does that mean the volatility is behind us? Because we've seen bigger swings in the past. Joining me for today's Options Insight is Jim Ramelli. He is an equity options trader for Option Hacker. Jim, let me ask you what you think about the VIX and the moves that we've seen over the past 2 weeks as compared to today.
Right, so we've seen some pretty interesting moves in underlying equity markets, but the moves that we're seeing in the VIX are actually unprecedented. We saw a huge spike in the VIX, rallied over 100%, traded above 31 at the absolute highs, and we've actually seen the VIX fall more than 10% Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and again today, and that has never happened. 3 sessions in a row with moves like that. It has never happened in the history of the VIX. Now, I'm not fully convinced in the market rally, so I think that this move lower in the VIX is giving us a great opportunity to put on protection at lower price levels.
What does this say to you about the future? I mean, how do you place your bets now, considering what you just said?
Right, so we're seeing the Dow move back above some key technical levels today. It's back above its 200-day moving average. But what the questions that investors need to ask themselves are, is this new buyers coming into the market, or is this some massive short covering after a move lower on very thin volume? And as we get more into the cycle of earnings here, I think we'll get that question answered a little bit better. Earnings have been relatively mixed. Some sectors have been reporting very well. We've seen industrials do very well. Caterpillar and 3M both beating their estimated revenue and EPS today and moving much higher. Yet some of the bellwethers like IBM and Coca-Cola putting up big misses.
All right, so Caterpillar beating estimates there. How do you play this? How do you play Caterpillar?
Right, so there's a lot of room to the upside for Caterpillar here. It gapped above key resistance levels today, and its 52-week highs are about $111. So it has quite a bit of room to run to the upside. This is a really good quarter, better than expected numbers. They blew this quarter out of the water. I have to remain long Caterpillar here. A lot of people have been short this stock on negativity surrounding global growth, so it's going to be really hard to take a short position.
Well, and of course, the news is already out. Pandora, that's not the case. Coming out after the bell with earnings. What have you got as a trade on Pandora?
Right, so Pandora is a terrible performer when we look at their historical movements on earnings. It sold off 7 of the past 8 quarters on earnings day with an average move of around 11%. No matter what happens in Pandora, investors don't seem to be impressed ever by the results that they report quarter over quarter. So I'm looking for a short target here. The options market is implying a move of around $2.25. Gives me a downside target just below $21 for tomorrow's close. So I'm going to be looking at the 22-21 put spread for tomorrow. I can pay 30 cents for that spread, risking $30 to make $70 per one lot. Better than 2-to-1 on my money if the trend holds up.